There we go. Hi, everybody.
You and your goddamn Diet Cokes.
I don't use. Who the hell? I don't drink Diet Coke. What the?
Oh, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
I'm
that
having
thing.
a
I
sip
don't know.
of the good doctor.
Also,
I don't know sodas.
I also don't think he got the soda can cracking on stream.
Oh well.
Yeah, what can you do?
They're lost, really.
So it's been a goddamn month. How are all y'all?
I am jelly.
How jelly are you?
Like, more jelly than Flubber's jelly.
Really? That level of jelly?
Yeah.
I mean, that's less jelly and more like gelatinous.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like that ain't very jelly. That ain't jam.
I am Netic.
Wait, y'all
Yes,
call
you are.
jelly jam? I'm sorry. Yeah, no, jelly jam.
I mean, they're somewhat similar, unless you're talking about like Jellos and gelatin, then that's different.
GG, your voice sounds way deeper. It's freaking me out.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
Is it one of those voice modulator things you mentioned?
It shouldn't be. Yeah, no, it's not.
I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. I'm scared. Did you hit puberty?
Apparently.
Did you hit puberty again?
Double puberty?
I can't believe it. The late
Is it
puberty.
kind of like evolving? Well, like, every time you hit puberty, you become stronger, but at the same time, you go through all the same awkwardness, but double.
If you evolve enough, you get an extra chromosome.
I don't think it is, but
I feel like that's a de-evolution in this case.
Also, hello chat. Hello Crazy Fox. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
I hope all of you enjoy the new array of emotes, and I'm sorry I am gatekeeping Hey There Gallon. I'm very sorry, but I'm also not sorry. Because then I get to force you to use more Fomal emotes, which I am so proud of.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a good incentive to just force people to get more subs so you get more emote slots.
I can't think I get more until I hit partner. I think I'm
no,
actually
capped. No, actually, you can get a lot even without partner, I think. No, actually,
No, you
5
only get
regular.
5.
Yeah, 5.
The rest is bid emotes.
Yeah.
After
right.
those 5, you get you have to be partner to get a bunch of them. Also, hi, I'm here.
Hey girl,
Hello.
how you?
Hello, Squeaky.
Hey, Squeaks.
Crazy Fox flexing in the chat.
What a flex!
I'm still sad the cross emote is tier 2 still.
Listen, it's really good emote.
It is. Fans did a really good commission on that. I don't regret commissioning it. Yo faces are lovely.
It's delightful. I hope to get more in the future.
Yeah.
But since we're all here, who wants to volunteer?
I vote chaos.
Anyone who volunteers is going to get extra inspiration.
Fuck it.
I'll volunteer then since I messed up last time.
What should I?
Alright, so...
Alright, CG.
Yeah.
Oh, Venetic, you also volunteered.
Yeah, I did, but like, CG took it, right?
No.
I mean, we both said it at the same time.
No, now you have to battle to the death.
Yeah,
Fuck
guess,
it, no. Alright.
Rock, paper, scissors, right?
Alright.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors. Oh.
Rock.
Wait. Alright, well, shit, you win.
I'm gonna roll this D10. Netic, your odds.
Okay.
CG, your evens.
Okay.
Can't wait for it to land on the middle.
Congratulations, Netic.
Fuck!
It's Netic.
Damn it! Alright, okay,
If you're feeling weak enough, you can tag team out.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm not a bitch. All right, so we started last week, I believe, with wait, shit, last month. We started last month, I believe, with Icarus waking up the three of us.
If you want
After
to
all-
also to like help jog your memory, you can go further back. Just like recap your life experiences since your arrival in this.
No, I think I remember. I have a good minute. I have a good idea of what's happening here. Yeah, I do. Okay.
All right then. Please continue.
We essentially Icarus woke the three of us up. Amelia went back down to fucking check shit out while Vega, Curry, and Icarus let Curry talk about his experience, and it turns out he wasn't allowed to fucking lie at all. So he just told them the entire goddamn thing while Amelia smacked on a wall for like 5 minutes. Amelia came back up, told them all about what she saw, and she found this like glowing purple crystal that she felt connected to, I think. I know that she found the crystal. The connected to thing is what I'm unsure about, but yeah.
Yeah, it felt like it was yours.
So after this, we decided to make plans on what to do with the rest of this place, and we wanted to check out the armory and stuff. But first, we got was it called Old Rust Bucket? I want to say, yeah, Old Rust Bucket fixed again. However, he was fucking broke as shit. So after a conversation where he told us about some things and how a lot of the stuff that we need to access is tied to him, we ended up like taking his brain and melding it into Icarus. But that happened way later, and I've skipped time. Fuck. Before that happened,
I'm really glad you
and-
figured that out yourself. I'm proud of you.
Good job.
I'm doing my best. Before that happened, me and Vega went to this hallway. We both tried to open these doors, and while we did that, Icarus went over here and opened this door, and then 3 fucking just death. I think the strongest things we fought so far. Those were in there, and we had to end up fighting them all. And the fight honestly went really well. Amelia got knocked out, but other than that, we just did. Oh, she got knocked out by Strain from her own fucking gun blast, I remember. But other than that, it went pretty well. But after that happened, I think scrap parts. Well, we tried to fix Rust Bucket, or we did fix Rust Bucket with the scrap parts from those droids. But in the end, to actually to maintain all the knowledge for like Jedi training and get stuff in the rest of this place, we needed CG to or Icarus to brain meld, I guess. So now he has full authorization over this place and has all the knowledge and a morale shift. I think that's everything. Colin was also sad.
Yeah, that functionally covers most of what happened here. You want to explain like why you woke up unconscious in the yard, or
Yes, I do.
what happened at the very end?
What happened at the very end of what, particularly?
The very last thing that happened before I ended the game. If you remember, if you don't, that's fine.
It's not fine. Fuck.
Oh god, I have a baby on my lap.
I have time. Fuck. I felt like we ended on Icarus. Having all the Rust Bucket information come into his head.
Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry your pretty little head.
How dare you?
Give you 2 destiny tokens, and I'll give you some to pass off. Who you want to pass off a destiny token to? Your best friend Curry?
Hey Vega, you want a destiny token?
Sure.
That
I'll
doesn't
take
sound
one.
like your best friend Curry at all.
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't think.
I think
I
you
don't
meant
think I have
curry.
a
I think
friend
you
named
meant
Curry.
take all of Emerald's inspiration and fate cards and give them the curry.
Okay, sure.
I will murder you if you take any of my stuff. If you want
What
to
do you
give him the
mean?
token, you can, I guess. But I'm keeping my shit.
It's my stuff now, though.
Thank you, Emerald. You're a treasure. You're a treat. Just like this fluffy baby in
did
my lap.
good.
Oh my god, my IQ's dropping already. She's close to me. I can't help it. She makes me
By the
retard.
way, how dare you? I got the
She makes
normal
me
amount
dumb
of
as hell.
destiny tokens. I just got to be generous. My reward was generosity. How could you, Jake?
I mean, normal reward is 1 medic.
Isn't it two?
No,
Oh,
it's usually been 1.
my brain's shorting. Sorry. Okay, I'm ready.
Awesome. 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 I'm glad you're all here. Your minds are together. We've refreshed everything here. And for the audience, just to remind you, because it's been a while, for Star Wars Trial Run, it's this delightful band of 4 misfits who have escaped from an Imperial prison ship together and gotten into numerous shenanigans, which all of y'all should go watch on the Summoners Network on YouTube, because that's where we're archiving it. But yeah, we'll come back into the scene as Icarus. You're kind of in a bit of a moment of two minds and personalities becoming one. And Amelia, you were in the middle of opening a door.
Yeah.
As you open up the door into a little room. So it's not huge, but as you step inside, it's a server room.
Oh.
There is actually very little ground space in here, at least for like a person to be able to walk, as it's mostly just giant server mounts.
Well, that's weird. I mean, I guess it's not weird. Anything unique in here, or like anything to access?
There's a little computer terminal in front of you.
She'll check it out.
Try not to stray too far. If you get knocked out again, I'm not coming to drag you out.
I have how much strain? I have no strain anymore.
So
Is that right?
As you step forward, there's a lot of lights and blinking on these servers. You see a few like scorches of blaster marks. There does appear to be a dead body in the room, kind of wedged between 2 of the servers.
I'll just like wedge that in a little bit further.
Just don't make eye contact. It's fine. If it
Man,
doesn't
that's
see
creating
you,
graves already. Good start.
but you tap on the terminal a little bit. It seems to just have like some general records. You see like schedule, map of the facility, basic information like that. And anything more advanced, it's asking for passwords, permissions,
Shit!
things like that.
I'm not good at that kind of. Icarus!
Am I still kind of like in that fugue state, or?
Yeah, all of you hear a call from down the hall.
I don't know what I'm doing here. You probably would. I'm gonna work on the other door.
Icarus will slowly just go over there after kind of putting Rust's bucket's body cam just in a peaceful position.
Curry, Vega.
I'm staying where I am. I'm too tired for this shit.
Vega just follows along because if more robots appear that haven't come out from all the fighting, and just
Colin and Cassie
On point.
will opt to sit down as they are also very tired of this shit.
We could all be tired of this shit together.
Let's be reasonable.
But me at a distance because she doesn't want to, because Cassie doesn't want to be near me.
Alright.
As
Is
you
everything-
open up this door, by the way, it's a supply closet.
Any neat supplies?
You see a lot of dusty old boxes, some of them labeled food, like cleaning supplies, toiletries, all spread around, like divided in half by the room. One half is like cleaning stuff, utility, all that, and the other half is like food and rations.
How does it smell?
They're sealed boxes.
Oh, they're sealed boxes. Oh, I'm dumb. I'll cut one open. With what knife? Fuck.
They're metal boxes.
Oh, I don't know these things.
It's okay. You push the button on the box to open it.
They are mechanical boxes. You see, we are in Star Wars again.
We're in space, where all boxes are machine, except for the ones that aren't.
Okay.
Are the boxes contain preservables?
Yeah, as you look inside, it's basically like granola bar kind of level of crap.
Oh,
Freeze
shit.
dried, canned, last 100 years kind of junk.
Oh, it's pretty good.
We should consider taking some then.
Oh, absolutely. We have the room.
It looks
However-
slightly better than the slop you have back on the ship.
I mean,
Hey, we bought real food.
Yeah, I mean
No,
the
no.
Imperial rations you stole though.
Oh,
here's
yeah, fuck those.
the thing about taking them. Why take them? Why not just, I don't know, stay?
Stay here.
Like,
Yeah.
make this a base of operations.
Why?
It is
I mean, I guess we
a-
could. But it
I
would
think
be a
that's-
little bit conspicuous, wouldn't it?
I mean, as long as we stay inside and no more scrappers come in to take shit. I mean, who's gonna really notice a bunch of people squatting in here?
Considering it is illegal by the Imperials.
Most people are be afraid of the robots that are roaming this place
We can,
beyond those scrappers. I think it's a pretty good hiding place for a while.
It is. We can try checking the security functions to make it more secure. However, Amelia, what were you asking help for?
Oh, there's a terminal in there. You might want to check it out. It's password locked though, and I have no. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm not that good at it, and I know you are, so I thought I'd go for you.
Yeah,
Because
so you do a 180.
Mhm.
You see the server room. As mentioned, there's a little skeleton wadded up between two of the servers.
Icarus will take note of that. Kind of like just as Vega to come over.
You want me to take care of that?
If you would kindly take it to the outside area to rest it with the others.
Okay. He will then start, trying to get the corpse out as best he can.
As you go to like give it a little tug, a gentle pull, a little nudge. Its arm snaps off.
This will take a bit.
You start plucking it out basically piece by piece as it keeps breaking in your grasp.
Sorry. He just keeps saying that as he's pulling it out.
As,
He's probably gonna go back into this room and probably get like some kind of tarp or something from the supplies. I'm sure they would have something like that, right?
yep, you'll be able to find that in there very easily.
Yeah, he's just gonna do that. Start putting the pieces of the corpse in that. He's gonna roll it up a bit in order to make it easier to carry.
As you're gonna carry it back out to here.
No, I was gonna go probably over here into this field.
Oh, okay.
I
You're gonna go
guess-
into the training area.
Oh, fuck.
So you're gonna head out into the training area. Well, you do that with a skeleton in hand. Icarus, you go to access the computer.
Yep.
You know the password.
Yes. Right. I've used this before. Ish.
Or someone person adjacent to you has at least used this before.
Alright, so opening the terminal.
As you open it up, you basically immediately get access to Jedi training regimens, a lot of records on like research into the Force, things like that. You get schematics of the facility in much more detail than their public ones. You have a manifest of everything that's supposed to be here. Along with that, what's the word? You have complete access to the facility security indoors, which it doesn't have much in the way of security anymore. It mostly had the training robots you dismantled. But it does have some heavy blast doors.
Oh. Amelia,
Yeah.
I've gained access to the terminal. There are
Nice,
a
nice.
few options. There are a few options here. For example, blast doors. Are
Ooh.
they closed or open?
Most of them are open. You basically have the ability to open and close anything from this room.
Okay. May I also borrow your datapad so we can update the maps and download
Sure.
any relevant information?
Amelia will turn back and toss him her datapad.
As you update the datapad, you basically have a complete layout of the facility now. As we'll scribble this out real quick, and I'll give you an updated doodle.
Updated doodle. Wow.
The best kind.
Get a little bit down
Also,
here.
CG, with whatever your mic is doing right now, you sound like you sound like a very deep robot voice, and it kind of
so
fits.
weird.
It works so well, though. Just the tiny, deep voiced robot.
I don't know what's happening.
Unplug mic, plug it back in. If you have that kind of, because I don't assume that you're using a mic or anything. Like,
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's an XLR, but no.
But yeah, please, as I update this map, continue. Was there anything else you were looking for?
Just mostly trying to download. How much information is on here in terms of like storage space would be needed to transfer everything? Or at least.
Absolutely, how do I put this? 100 of you would not be able to download all of this.
Okay. So probably just download any of the relevant information to us currently. So you said there was data on the Force, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of records and things in general. You also have an understanding from this that there are private terminals for the masters who stayed upstairs.
Okay. And I can't access that from down here?
No, sadly, they're isolated terminals.
Okay, so just more things to keep in mind then. And then there's no other droids in the facility, from what I can tell.
None that are online.
Are there any I can turn on?
No, as in like there are no more that are accessible right now.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. All right, apologies.
You see, like there were roughly 10 in total. Rust Bucket being one of them. There were the 4 training droids, which have been destroyed. A few astromechs for maintenance and cleaning. And a single medical droid, which also seemed to double as the facility's chef.
Alright.
But if you look over here, I have done a very quick doodle of like the schematics you have. As these 2 areas seem to basically be dorm rooms. This is where you are. This is the supply closet. There seems to be a large cafeteria area over here. Over here opens up into a courtyard. This is the room that led to the Cave of Wonders and Sin. And there seem to be 4 quarters for masters upstairs.
Okay, so there's no like armory or workshop here?
So there is, but there is a problem. Basically, there is a downstairs over here, which you didn't see when you came in.
Oh. So the problem is...
It's collapsed.
Oh. Okay, well...
And
I
it though if you try to check like manifest for trying to find weapons, there seem to be a few training sabers in the area proper. And oh, actually, I did forget one room. The end right here. There's a little workshop.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to assemble it out of my notes. I don't have a drawn map out.
Yeah, of course. So, alright. It seems that the armory is downstairs. However, that area is closed off from when we came in. However, it seems like there is a workshop past where the robots came from. Shall we head there?
And that was the story of how Amelia died.
What? Sorry.
Shall we head over to where the workshop is?
No, that sounds good. What way is that?
Icarus gesture to follow.
She'll follow along too.
Yes,
Alright. As you two start making your way towards that door, Vega, you step out here with your tarp in hand.
He wasn't entirely sure where to take the body, and it would feel very awkward walking through with the tarp over there. So he's probably just going to in his mind, it makes sense if they want to stay here. He's not entirely sure he wants them to, but it like an area outside that's wide open is probably a good spot to start putting bodies for further transferring. Is how he is thinking of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he's probably just gonna lay it like right around here.
As you gently lay them down, you look around the area. There is still like stuff around here. There are some training dummies set up. You notice like a little obstacle course to like climb over stuff, things like that. Do some gymnastics, get yourself in shape. You know, you honestly, Vega, you've been getting a little bit of a gut. No wonder you're just
What?
perfectly average.
What? I don't have a gut. How dare you?
Well,
I mean, we have been eating a lot of McDonald's, so
yeah, maybe you should consider your dietary habits a little more. Come on.
He'll probably start looking around, but I just got a knock on my door, so I'll be right back.
Alright, so Vega looks around, and we wait for him to come back. You two are going towards this little room at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
And, Curry, is there anything in particular you're doing while you're chilling back here?
I mean, nothing in particular that I got in mind.
Alright, so you're just vegging out. Curry is collecting himself and contemplating his mortality.
I'm also contemplating the fucking thing that I have over me.
Yes, your mortality.
Yeah.
As
The cold hand grasping your heart.
as you guys open up the door. You look into the little room, and as you glance it over, there seems to just be a few lights hanging above, and a bunch of racks with little scraps of metal, which, Amelia, mean absolutely nothing to you, but Icarus, you see, they're rusted, they're dinged up, they're covered in dust and cobwebs. But these are all the basic components to make a lightsaber.
Amelia, Might I
Yeah.
see your pistol?
Sure. Why? She tosses it.
Icarus grabs or hold on to it. I will be in here for a bit potentially.
Why is that?
Consider it a surprise. As Icarus just goes inside and tries to work on the lightsaber for her.
So, while you go to do that, Amelia, is there anything in particular you want to do?
She'll look around at things in here, I guess.
You are in a hallway.
Oh, is she? She was gonna go in and look too. But I guess he's doing things. Guess I'll wait.
Alright, you're choosing to wait. Icarus is going to be working on that. Curry is resting. Vega? Anything in
So you s-
particular you want to do after you lay the body down?
You said that there was a bunch of training things over here.
Yeah, a little obstacle course, a few training dummies, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. I guess he'll have a look at these boxes over here. Because they look like boxes.
Yeah. Give me a little search check.
Yeah, what am I rolling?
This will be normal difficulty, and we'll throw a setback dice on it.
Is it perception?
Yes.
Is it...
That's
Okay.
that's looking around. There you go.
I believe I have that right. I have 2. Yes.
There's your little bundle of goods. Look at you.
That is...
Success.
Success with a disadvantage, and...
As you're looking around through these, it's gonna take you a little bit. As Icarus? You're just trying to make a basic lightsaber?
Yeah, basically also clean out the parts to make sure they're good to go.
Alright, as this will also be taking you a bit. This will be a mechanics check for you.
Alright.
Of hard difficulty.
Alright, just checking skills. I believe that. Alright. I'm just checking my skills to make sure that there's nothing I'm forgetting. Yeah, nothing I can really use here for this part.
Yep.
Because there's no setback.
So just roll your dice. So, Amelia, how long do you plan to wait?
Like half an hour before she checks in.
Oh, because a half hour is definitely passing as you poke in. Icarus, you're still collecting parts, cleaning them off. A lot of them are just completely unusable and have just degraded to the point of worthlessness. As you're slowly finding the parts, but this place is a mess, and you don't have all of that other droid in you. You have a lot of his information, a lot of it also fragmented, broken, and completely missing as well.
Oh, is that what you're... Need any help?
Sorry, what was explained? I had to step away from it.
You're taking a while. You're trying to find the parts. You're realizing through this mess, as you don't have the entirety of that droid in you. You have fragments, bits, pieces, some whole bits of him, but basically you don't have all his information, and this place is a disorganized mess with a lot of just broken down and useless parts.
Hmm. If you would be kind to help organize everything with me, it would go by quicker.
Sure. That that's no issue for me. She'll come in and help do just that.
As while you go to help out, you'll make this not last literally until the dawn of the next day. Uh, Vega, you find a little metal cylinder.
Huh. Does it remind me of anything, like a particular dream that I remember having?
Maybe just a little tiny bit.
So it's one of these. Is it just a cylinder for it? Or is there more to it than that as he's looking at it?
Oh, it's got a little button on it.
He looks at it. He looks at both ends of it just to be sure.
Why would you look at both ends? It's only got one end that has a hole in it.
It's only got one end with a hole in it. Alright, he holds it out away from him as he just cautiously pushes the button.
It lights up. It's a lot smaller than you thought it would. It's like the glowy bit is roughly the length of your arm.
Okay.
And you have a glowy in your hand.
What color is the glowy?
Oh, it's just a little yellow one. It's a little saber of light, one could say. A lightsaber, potentially.
Interesting. He turns it off, and he's just gonna walk with it over this way. He guesses, because he heard these two dicking around.
As you're gonna head over to them.
Yep.
As you catch up, you notice you were digging around in there for a little bit. As you step through, they're cleaning up this room, collecting bits and pieces. And you step in as
Yep.
Amelia, Icarus.
So I found something.
Whoa.
As he holds up the little cylinder, as he clicks the button to show the lightsaber that he's found.
Whoa. What the fuck is that?
Well.
Wait, that's what I had.
Yeah, this is what I was stabbed with in the dream.
Might I see that?
Oh, Icarus.
Yep.
The moment you look at it, yeah, that's a training lightsaber.
It is a training lightsaber used for, well, training.
You suddenly sounded really quiet.
Did I?
Keep talking.
Suju.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you sound fine now. You just dipped for a little moment.
Oh, that was why, because I actually stepped away like a bit from my mic.
Nah.
Okay.
Continue.
That is a training lightsaber for training purposes.
Oh. Is it as dangerous as a regular one?
Is it?
Not even remotely.
It is not.
It's
like-
roughly the equivalent of a stun baton. This thing cannot kill people.
It is a non-lethal weapon. It will not harm anybody besides mentally.
Oh. Neat.
Mm.
So I guess we'll be needing more of these, I guess.
It will help you three when the time comes. May I see that one, however?
Sure. He'll hand it off to him.
Alright. I guess we'll grab it and start kind of looking at it.
What are you looking at it for?
To get a general idea of what parts I would need to build an actual lightsaber, or to fill out any gaps potentially.
Oh, you know which ones you need. It's just a matter of finding them in this room. Potentially, you could scrap this if you are failing to find them, but you pass the first check, so you are going to find all the parts. The setback, we're just making it take longer.
Ah, okay. Is it possible to potentially convert one of these so it's actually lethal?
You would need a crystal for it, but technically, yes.
Hmm.
We have one of those.
The worst case scenario is we could make these lethal. However, that does not seem to be the intended purposes for now. Call it a worst case scenario.
All right.
If you can find more, that would be beneficial.
Sure, there are a bunch of boxes out in the training field. I can keep looking for more. Or anything else that's useful out there.
Is there anything that would come to mind immediately that would be in that area for him to keep an eye out for?
Nothing particular. You know, you have like a few bits and bobs that are used for like jousting, like little bits of armor. Nothing that you think would be useful nowadays. But if he's
Okay.
able to find a working saber or two, they'd be functional. Lightsabers are made to last.
Right. If you can find any more like this of similar construction, they should still be able to be working.
All right, I can go do that.
Thank you.
Do you have whatever you need in here, or do you need more help looking for shit?
We should be fine.
Alrighty. I'll keep an eye out for more of those, as he'll go back out into the training field and keep searching through the boxes for more.
As it'll take you a while, but you will find. Hold on. How generous am I feeling? Leave it up to the chance dice. 2 more.
Hey, 2 more. Perfect.
This'll take you into the night, as again you're in like a little bit of an open courtyard area.
Mm-hmm.
As you look up, the sun starts to wane, the sky starts turning red. Curry, same for you, as you've been lounging in here for a while. As eventually Colin heads over to you. So you feeling okay?
I'm gonna lie and say yes and see if it triggers something in me.
Yeah, make a will save.
Damn it. My will's garbage.
2 dice?
Do I literally just roll?
2 dice? Here you are.
Yeah, thank you. No.
No! Give a little more than no, in fact.
Wait, what?
In fact, give a little more than a no, just a no that you're not okay. What are you feeling?
Honestly, no. I'm honestly feeling as though the actions that I've taken in my life have kind of led me to a point where I've only been focusing on my survival rather than trying to live a better life. To such an extent, it's leading me to think more about not only about my existential dread in general, but also about the current state of the world and the people around us. Wow, that is a lot more information than I intended to say. I really hate this curse that this thing put upon me.
Colin kind of like pulled his arms a little bit. He sits down next to you. You want to talk about it?
No. But that's all. Wait, is that a truth or a lie? Hang on.
That's a good question. Is that a truth or a lie?
Curry's the best. I'm loving Curry.
That's like a half true. I want to talk about the curse. I don't want to talk about anything else.
So no is the answer. So
Damn it.
again.
Oh, this is the best.
Yes, with disadvantage.
As you open your mouth, you pause, you hesitate, and then you say no.
Yeah, no, I do not. I kind of just want to figure out what happened to me to the point that I can't lie, and whatever's kind of placing under strain on my mortality, if that makes sense. Whenever I try to be disingenuous.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
mean, I kind
now
of
that I
get that
think
it's a good influence, but it also kind of affects my survival in general, so I'd rather it not be like this if I can help it.
Colin's quiet for a little bit, looks around the area, looks back at you. You kind of lie compulsively, don't you?
Wait, what do you say?
You kind of lie compulsively, don't you?
Yes, but with good reason.
Do you really think
Usually,
it's a good reason?
yes, genuinely.
He smiles a little bit. Well, hopefully we can find the answers here, because if not, we're kind of screwed on that front, buddy.
God, I hope not.
I'll be right back.
You can't, man. It's not great. How can I live a life with only truth?
There's a long silence from him. For you, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I've only lived this long because of it.
Have you considered not being yourself?
But I can't be anyone other than myself. To deny myself would be almost the equivalent of a metaphorical identity suicide, if that makes sense. I mean, without identity, how can anyone be truly living? I can improve upon myself, but I can't not be myself.
And let's start there. How do you improve on yourself?
That is what I've been pondering quietly. But at the same time, it kind of goes deeper into what I want for myself to begin with, and that is a whole other rabbit hole. So safe to say, much like the rest of us, we're all. I'm pretty sure we're all fucked in terms of the emotional department.
He stops. He looks around. Looks down the hall. Looks over at Cassie. I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
You wave over at Cass because she can probably hear this conversation. Probably.
She just folds her arms and looks away from you.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there you go. But yeah. So let's want to sit here talking about fucking like backstories and and going into the deeper ramifications of things that have happened within our lives, as well as how we associate with one another, it might be better to save that for another day.
Curry, what do you want?
How dare you ask such a straightforward yet intensely complex question at the same time? The answer is I don't know. I want to live. I want to, as I was saying, I want to live. I'm pondering what it means to live, but also what I want for myself in the future outside of just surviving.
Curry,
I mean, for as
what
long
do
as
you
I've
want
lived,
the most?
to live comfortably, like a good life, I guess. And by good life, I don't mean like a morally virtuous life. I mean like a life of comfort and joy. But,
And
or
you,
rather, sorry, I mean, it's kind of like what most people would want. It's a very simple purpose, but it's to be happy, I guess. And he like tilts his head.
do you know what makes you happy?
No,
Does the lying and scheming make you happy?
being alive makes me happy. That's something. Lying has gotten me. Lying and doing whatever I've been doing has kept me alive up until this point.
But does it make you happy?
Not directly, but indirectly. It's like saying, does money make you happy? I mean, not money itself makes you happy, but the things that you're able to do with it, yes.
That's a fair point. But, I mean, if you were to ask me, I hate credits.
I mean, to be fair, you hate the institution by which credits are the what's the word? Are the means by which people live and die by, but more so in the extent where a morally what's the word? Compromised society such as the one that we find ourselves in makes credits almost the only lifeline by which we can really live properly, live and do whatever we actually want. So I guess,
I mean,
that's
Curry,
fair.
when you stop and think about it, he like actually puts a hand on your shoulder and he like gestures up towards the sky. You can faintly see the stars as it's getting late sunset. Pick one.
Mm.
There's a strong chance no one and nothing lives on it.
I mean, yeah, but then there'd be nothing.
I'm just saying, if being alive was all you wanted, you can make a farm in the middle of nowhere and never be heard from again.
Yeah, but I mean, for a long time, I never had the means to even consider doing so. Not to mention, even if you can theoretically live like that, I mean, we as individuals can't are innately social creatures. We cannot be alone. It's part of our intrinsic value, but not just our intrinsic value, but how we instinctually function upon. I mean, sure, you could be alone and survive alone, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean,
Then it's not just
actually,
surviving.
Uh,
So there's something more you want than surviving.
I suppose so. I mean, yeah, I suppose. Again, it's I want to eventually be able to live a life of comfort and joy, but I'm pretty sure the way that I've lived my life up until this point, even amidst how I've grown up and how I've had to struggle, has made the has what's the word, has shaped the way by which I am able to go about doing so, or that I feel that how I feel like I should be going about doing so, rather than what is supposed to be.
Well, I'm obviously no Jedi Master. I'm not even a Jedi. But I'd wonder a little bit, just a tiny amount, how much you're lying to yourself with some of the things. Because you sure talk a lot about things. I wonder how much they really matter in the long scheme.
I mean, I haven't felt the compulsion to tell the truth out of everything that I've been saying so far. So I'd like to think that I'm saying the truth. But that being said, even when things don't seem like they matter in the long scheme, if it matters to you, then it matters. I mean, value and what you consider important are very what's the word, subjective in the end. To really say such abstract concepts are not important in the long term is a bit, not to be rude, but a bit narrow-sighted in some sense.
To be fair, all I do is drink, sit around the ship, preach a little, and try to do what's right when it's in front of me.
Fair. I mean, does that make you happy?
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. Probably.
In a horrific and disturbingly weird way. Probably the happiest I've been since I guess I failed to be a Jedi.
Do you feel like if you had taken another turn in your life and had become a Jedi, that would have made you happier than you are now?
Can't say. Honestly, I'd probably be dead.
Curry looks left and right and down the hall. Yeah, probably. I mean, in that case, fate plays out in funny ways. I mean, you're only alive because of the choices that you've made, and you're only able to be happy as you are now because of that. I mean, sure, life brings a bit of sorrow, or immense sorrow, at various points, but at the same time, you're making the most of it, and that's all that really matters. I mean, you're alive. You're doing the best that you can.
It's like my masters would say, the will of the Force.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
It's getting a little dark, though. Rather than debate the meaning of happiness, materialism, and... He pauses for a moment. It's like he's trying to find another fancy word. Let's go clean out some rooms.
Yeah, probably is a better use of our time than sitting here and pondering.
He'll lead you along to one of the bunk rooms.
Does
Please.
Cassie want to come along?
Cassie refuses. Cassie looks at you and refuses.
That's fair. I hope she's taken something out of the conversation that she overheard.
Oh, CG, thank you for giving Lynn a sub.
Oh,
But as you step into the room, it's rather dust-covered, little moth-eaten cloths and pillowcases. But as you work through it, you're gonna be able to make a serviceable little bit of beds. Just a matter of finding the things that aren't completely annihilated in here. As Icarus, I'm gonna need one more check from you. You're gonna get a boost dice.
Oh, boost. Hell yeah.
As you've gotten
Is
all the
that from
parts
me?
together. Why, yes, it is. Gotten all the parts together. They're a little bit clunky, a little bit old. Now you get to actually assemble it.
Okay, so let's see. How much do I care?
Man, I can't believe you destroyed the lightsaber crystal.
Is that a result?
Okay, so Jake.
Yeah?
I can use the master like retroactively, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so worst case scenario.
Can I give Destiny tokens for this?
Wow, that was just no success. Yeah, I'm just gonna master it. Turn that hell into success.
So all these don't exist now. As you play, give me master.
Yeah.
As you play this, these all stay, and it honestly doesn't matter which one, but you know what? Freaking forget it. You're considered having a triumph. Okay, that's the punchline.
Okay.
You are considered as succeeding with a triumph. As it goes into the night, you are a bit worried it won't work at first. But after a while, Rust Bucket's memory, programming, whatever you'd like to call it, starts kicking in. And as the night really starts to set in, you finish assembling it. As I'm also going to link the two of these in here for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You have this very nice little metal cylinder in your hand. Your freakishly human robot hand.
Yes.
fuck
It
off.
is now done.
Every time.
It's
Mm.
horrifying. It's terrifying.
Yep.
And it's
So
holding a
don't-
lightsaber.
Is Amelia still here, or did she like go to sleep or something?
Amelia went to wait because she was told it was supposed to be a surprise.
As yeah, you step to the other side of the door. You close it.
Alright. Jake. I
Yeah?
don't know much about lightsabers, but am I able to turn this thing on to see if it works?
Yeah, it's just a simple flick of a switch, a button press.
Yeah, yes. I want to see if... Sorry, you go first.
As it ignites in your hands, there's a nice purple glow illuminating the room now. As you've done it. You look at this. This is a lightsaber that you have crafted. Your 100th first. Sorry, your first.
Marvelous. I don't actually see if I can cut anything. Is there scrap metal?
Yeah.
Just gonna poke some scrap metal with it. Or
As you
because it's
gently
kinda-
ease it into the metal, it starts melting it and going through it.
Perhaps this should be held on until training is appropriated. Is that how the general process of events are?
From your logs, generally the Jedi in question assembles their blade themselves.
Hmm.
but you know you're already off script for the training process, as they haven't. This usually begins when you're like 4. You are all adults, and you definitely skipped over the training process and walked straight into the cave of visions and despair.
Alright. Hikaros will pack up or turn off the lightsaber and try to see if he can pack up any potential other supplies for any other lightsabers as well.
There's still a lot of miscellaneous scrap in here. If you wanted to take the time to sort it all out, you would be here probably days, honestly. There's a lot of junk in here.
Yeah. Okay. And not now then. Hikaros will just leave, put the lightsaber off. It is now complete, Amelia.
No way, really? That didn't take as long as I expected.
Thank you for the assistance. However, it is late, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
We should rest up proper. There are some master rooms upstairs we can use,
All
as
right.
well as barracks down below.
Honestly, I feel like treating myself, so I'll go upstairs. You want to keep holding that thing for now, little buddy?
Hikaros will nod. I will go acquire Cassie and the others.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go to bed. I am exhausted.
Jake, real quick.
Yeah?
Are the master rooms locked? From what I know.
Yes, they would be.
Do they have like a keypad or just any lock that they would have to be opened with?
They all have their codes, which you know by heart.
Okay, Hikaros will just tell Amelia one of the codes for it then. That is one of the codes to get into the rooms.
Oh wait, shit! I need to go get. Thank you. I will. How far away is the ship, Jake?
A good few hours.
How long did lightsaber making take?
It's nighttime.
Could I have went and per se maybe gone and gotten Tetra? Considering it looks like we might be staying here for a bit.
We have a phone.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
You
we
guys
have phones.
you guys have comms, and
I
but
would've-
you did say
Oh.
you were waiting.
Hmm,
Though at the
that
same
is
time,
fair.
if your plan is to stay here for a bit, you can always get her tomorrow.
That is fair too. I'll let her know that we're probably gonna stay here for a bit, then head on up to go to sleep.
It would be wise. And Hikaros will go check on Vega if he's still in here.
As Vega, you were walking away with 3 training lightsabers.
Yep. Oh, hey, Gross. I found a few more. Took me a while, though.
Oh.
So much shit out there.
Thank you, Vega. This will be very useful for training you all. The Hikaros just like holds her hands out for the others to secure.
Sure.
And
He'll hand off the training lightsabers to the boy.
And that's 3 altogether, right?
Yeah, he has 3
Okay.
training lightsabers altogether. The original one he found, and then he found 2 more.
Okay, just making sure like I had the right count.
Don't you worry.
Alright.
Yeah, I messed up with what I said. That's my bad.
Anyways, it is getting rather late. There are some master headquarters upstairs. They should be comfier than the barracks below.
Alrighty, that sounds good to me. Have
Chris
the,
will
mm?
say one of the keys for Vega. It is one of the passwords to enter.
Alright, thank you. Have the others come by at all? I was
Not to my knowledge. I was rather busy working on something.
Alrighty. to start heading off towards heckin' the master's rooms, I guess.
As you start making your way up. And Amelia, did you want to say anything, like have a conversation with Tetra, or were you just trying to message her and be like, yeah, we're going to be staying here the night? And that's how Amelia died again.
Apparently.
As
I put my phone down on the counter and didn't realize I did until a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, I just tell her that.
Alright, it'll be a simple communication. She's basically like, yeah, I can just hold down the ship and make sure nobody comes on and steals it while you're out.
Wonderful. Feel free to come over tomorrow, though. I feel like we have a lot of droids for that. Also, question, Jake.
Yep.
Could we land our ship closer to this place?
This place in particular does not have anywhere to land a ship. You could
Dang it.
technically land it in the fields outside. That would be rather noticeable.
Also illegal.
Illegal parking. You're gonna get a ticket.
Not a ticket.
Yeah.
I don't want to
But
go
this
to
place is
space
also
for it.
like off limits, so it's like, you're parking near a place you shouldn't be.
Big rip. Get a parking ticket. Fined for 200 credits.
I don't want
Not just parking ticket. They impound our thing up on a satellite space station. They tell us
Man.
we have to come get our vehicle, but they don't give us a means to do that.
Fuck those people.
Big rip.
So we became farmers.
They just leave our ticket on the ground. Hope the wind
No, we
doesn't
come
take
up-
it away.
We come up on them impounding the ship and like, hey, come on, stop, we're here. Like, no, it's already on. I gotta keep going.
Too late.
We only
Crane's
parked
already
it for,
pulling up.
We only parked
This
it
is
for
too
5
real. We need to
minutes.
stop. This is supposed to be Star Wars, right? Can't have realism here.
Oh.
You're right. Existential dread is not real enough.
Not real enough. Yo.
Never enough.
But yeah.
Okay.
So you two are heading up to rest. You punch in your keys. Compared to your rooms back on the ship, especially your spruced up ones, place is a dump. Got like
Damn.
each room is like fitted with a little bed, a very basic looking bed, a little personal terminal, and like a little drawer to hold things. This place is incredibly unimpressive.
It makes sense.
Master bedroom.
No. Jedi
Oh.
master bedrooms.
Ah, damn it.
So anyway,
Ship.
because
which
he's
beds are comfier?
curious. Oh, I'm sorry.
Which beds are comfier? The ones here, the ones in the ship.
The ones in the ship, definitely.
Alright, Amelia goes to sleep sad.
You cry into these old dingy sheets, remembering the
too.
luxury of your bed.
I had it for 2 nights.
We've had it for like a good while. Technically, with the travel time.
Yeah, you guys were in space for a few days.
Oh, I've had it
Mm.
for like 5 days.
Just
Rip.
enough time for you to miss it.
Ah!
So, because I am a curious boy, I am going to open the drawer of this Jedi Master's room.
Why would you do that?
I mean, we've got to. If there's useful things for us to survive, it's better that we find them than not.
As you open the drawers, you find a few basic knickknacks.
Mm-hmm.
As you're coasting through it, give me a perception roll real quick.
Okay. Normal difficulty
With a setback.
with a setback. Okay.
A setback.
Well, you know what? Bam! I'm gonna roll with 3 yellow dice instead of just 2. How about that?
I mean, alright, go right ahead. That's why they're there.
Let's see here. 2 fails, so get rid of this.
You succeed with an advantage.
Yeah.
As you're looking through,
Yeah.
again, it's a lot of dingy old junk, faded notes, like scattered cloth, little accessories. You think you see a razor, but after a bit of searching, a little note, or at least a scrap of a note, catches your eye. As
Ooh.
it seems to be a password to the terminal in the room.
All right, I'll take the password. And is it the full password as I'm looking at it?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use that password on the terminal.
It wouldn't have been if you didn't get the advantage. But since you got the advantage, you're able to log in. As you see a lot of this master's personal notes and logs. Is there anything in particular you want to look through?
I guess he'll look at the log and go to the last inputted date on it. And I don't want to touch that one folder that's labeled homework.
Oh, but man, it's got some really good homework in it. But as you go looking through it, it's a lot of rather dry reading. A lot of just statistical information, evaluations on the various Padawans here, and what they think, how well they think they're performing, things like that.
Mhm.
But as you're digging through, the more recent they get, the less, honestly, like, useful the information in them seems to be. As it's like, the war should be ending soon kind of junk. Man, really great the war is going to be ending soon. I can't wait to just go back to my research and teaching the students.
Rip.
But through the little context clue there of research, you decide to go looking at some of his older stuff.
Yeah, as well. He's a researcher of some sort. That would catch my attention. So he'll look at that. What's it say? What's he doing?
So, as you read it, a particular word grabs your mind in all this philosophical and spiritual, vaguely scientific mumbo jumbo. Night Sisters.
Cool. Oh boy.
As would you like to give me a knowledge check real quick?
Oh boy, a knowledge check.
Be hard difficulty, so you'll be dealing with 3 dice. It'll be a lore check.
So 3 green.
There you go.
And heckin' fuck it.
Oh, so you mean 2 green?
2 green, yeah. Okay, that's straight up fail.
Fail with an advantage. So you're not entirely sure what he was looking into, but there are a few comments that catch your mind and remind you of some particular myths of your people, such as the Night Sisters having an army of the dead.
Oh boy.
You don't really understand what it is, but it seems to be something about persisting after natural exploration. But otherwise, you can't really glean more from it.
Does this particular Jedi have his name written on any of this? Or is that not particularly useful?
His
even
name
really know?
his name would not really help you out.
Okay.
I can click on a name generator if you want me to.
No, thank you. That's fine. I don't need to know the origins of Darth Plagueis' lies, okay?
You leave Darth Plagueis alone. You leave Darth Plagiarism alone.
No.
So yeah, you spend a while reading this. Engaging, absorbing, and really just, man, you don't know what half of these words mean.
Oh boy.
As Icarus,
Yep.
you were going to get everyone else, correct?
Yeah. I was gonna mention it to Cassie first, since she probably wants a secluded room. Hello, Cassie.
Oh, hey, did you find any more? Well, okay, they're not monsters, I guess. They're robots or droids. Anyways, the place safe.
Oh, yes. From what I understand, there are no more droids in the facility that are active.
All right, so what are we doing now?
Perhaps, or by chance, where are Curry and Colin?
They're over there. As she points down the hall you guys didn't enter from.
Hmm.
They're cleaning out the dorm.
Yeah, understood. There are more private chambers upstairs if you want them.
She looks at you. She looks towards the way you came from. Yeah, that sounds good.
Icarus will, lead the way then.
As he'll lead her up to a room.
Mm-hmm.
She'll plop herself down in one of the beds.
Mm-hmm.
And, Icarus just wants to go into, like, one of the other Jedi Master's room.
Alright, as you enter
Just
the last room.
Yeah. Icarus is gonna start looking around and check the terminal out for things as well.
Looking at this master in particular is rather, how do I put this politely? Extremely boring. They, looking through their notes on the computer, the room itself has nothing of particular value or interest besides the computer. But looking through it seems to have a lot of notes and philosophizing on how to become more one with the Force. Which, as a droid, is real. Even with the new bits inside you, you never really understood how this worked. You were an automaton, as even Rust Bucket. So, despite all this information being presented, it doesn't really mean anything to you. In any, like, practical sense.
Yeah. So he's a space hippie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. Icarus will then, go down and get Colin and Curry then.
As you go to fetch them, you two over the bit of time you've had have managed to clean up the barracks quite a bit. You've made good 6 beds usable by this point. As Icarus comes in.
Oh, Colin, Curry.
Oh, hey. How's everything going?
We managed to acquire supplies to build Icarus will pull out a lightsaber. Yes.
Wow, already.
The supplies were all there, but we will be going through training first. All of you. Including you, Colin.
Me? Wait, why?
It feels fitting. I feel that Rust Bucket would have wanted this.
There's a long silence from him as he's just like, okay.
For now, we should retire for the evening. Everyone else is upstairs in the Jedi Master bedrooms.
I think I'm good down here.
Understood. And you, Curry? May I ask you stay with Colin in case?
Sure.
Thank you. As Icarus will then go over to the server room and charge up there, probably.
As you can just plug yourself in there. You are like, alright, it's time for a good night. Collapse. You just
Yeah,
fold yourself up.
Man, I hope somebody doesn't shove you between the servers.
As Colin looks at you, Curry, you don't have to stay down here.
I don't know.
Thanks? Think? This isn't gonna get weird, is it?
Nope. I just think it's really funny to talk to you with barely anything added. Yankee your chat aside, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, sorry, go on.
All of you are gonna go rest for the night now?
After reading what he can at the moment of all of the that information from the logs and the research, they particularly want to sleep in Master's quarters because it's like it just feels weird to him. He was more interested going in here to find out more stuff. He didn't much want to sleep in, a dead guy's bed.
That's fine. He's at
Amelia
least 30
passed
years
out.
dead.
I mean, you've probably slept in plenty of dead people's beds without really realizing.
When you think about it, aren't we all sleeping in dead people's beds? They're just not dead yet.
Yes. But
But yeah,
also,
you want to head downstairs and go sleep with them?
Yeah, he's gonna go do that.
As it's gonna be a boys' night down here. We're gonna talk about which girls we like, have some popcorn, have a pillow fight. It'll be great.
It's perfect.
Uh,
10 out of 10 boys night.
crack open the cold one with the boys.
Chug,
A
chug,
loud
chug,
snoring
chug,
ensues
chug.
from upstairs. Just loud snoring ensues from upstairs. Amelia's fucking conked.
And Mr. Krabs, I hope you're ready for the panty raid.
Oh, God.
As Curry
Here's
dies.
Yeah.
Alright, it's been known, y'all.
But it's alright, because he resurrects on the dawn of the third day.
Damn. Can't believe Curry was Jesus all along.
Curry was the true savior.
He died for our degeneracy.
He died for
He died
his
for
sins.
fucking panties.
Not everybody's sins, just mine.
He died for his sins.
This is just Dragon Ball,
That
isn't
was the
it?
funniest thing he said.
As from here over the week, you guys are going to be engaging in some Jedi training.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get my sword?
Icarus is just still going to hold on to it for now.
Fuck yeah.
As
Look, you needed training first, technically.
What?
over the course of a week, you guys do basic training. As you guys clean this place up little bit by little bit, make it not nice, but like somebody's at
Livable.
least living in the ruins. Like an adventuring party might mistake this for a dungeon.
That's actually pretty good compared to what it once was.
Yeah, compared to a literal abandoned husk, it is definitely an uptake.
Hmm.
But yeah, you all train with lightsabers. You will engage in basic techniques. Learn about the I believe it's 8 forms. I can't remember the exact amount. Some of you take to certain approaches more than others. As also along with this, Colin will be giving you guys some spiritual force advice from the vague mumbo jumbo he remembers and the extensive amount of reading he spends his time doing.
Mm.
Does Colin want to see my cool new thing?
I mean, you don't have it.
Oh, did CG said Icarus was gonna hold on to it?
I
Yeah,
believe so. Yeah.
No.
I actually did, like we asked earlier.
Sorry. Amelia's fucking well, training.
It's fine.
But as the week goes on, you guys, we don't have a thing for it specifically on here because this one's designed for Edge of the Empire, which is the one where everybody plays space criminals, which conveniently all of you basically are. But if you find yourself using a lightsaber for any number of reasons, I mean, it's not like you guys have a bunch of training sabers that's just sitting here to, police stun baton people into oblivion with, and Amelia might have an actual lightsaber. You're considered trained in it. That's the punchline.
Woo!
Oh,
What stat proficiency would it be?
By default,
note,
it's
yeah.
basically melee. It would be a
Oh.
separate skill, just we can't represent it on these sheets very conveniently. But it's
Mm.
based off brawn and melee.
Damn
Oh,
it.
I was gonna actually ask a question on that.
Yeah?
Since I noticed that the lightsaber thing on our sheets had like a blank box to fill out with any stat.
Yeah.
I wanted
So,
to ask about that.
some of you have been shown ones that may or may not have had things related to them, Emerald.
Hmm.
But there are certain trees. I have shown you all basically which ones I would suggest for you. But you can take my suggestions, or after this game, you can look through and take any of the lightsaber forms. As you basically have grasped the fundamentals of wielding a lightsaber.
Hooray!
Nice.
And I'm guessing one of those forms will probably
So how the
have
fuck am I supposed to wield a
correlate.
lightsaber with my presence?
And I'm guessing one of those trees will have one of those forms will have a stat related to lightsaber rather than just brawn.
Yeah, just about every lightsaber form correlates to one of your core stats.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Not quite all of them, but if you want a particular one that correlates to a certain stat, I can go looking for you after game and show it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, Jake, I wanted to ask, Icarus probably would have checked out like the rubble to the armory. Is it like entirely sealed off?
It's
Or is this,
collapsed, not just locked.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was any way of like clearing that out somehow.
Basically, over the week you would have been clearing it out.
Okay.
It's not just that there is like no more passageway, it's that everything caved in.
Mm.
It's not as simple as, oh man, the door is blocked, we're just clearing out a path through. As you would, if you kept going all the way, basically, you would find things were smashed and crushed.
Okay.
It was completely collapsed.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Thank you.
My question is, sorry, about the map. What locations haven't we visited in this map over here?
For you, you haven't been to any of the Jedi Master's rooms.
Right.
You haven't been to the workshop. You know this is a server room and this is a supply room. This is a giant mess hall, which, if any of you guys went in there, it's just a room full of tables.
Mm.
And then you know these two, as you were cleaning up, were just bunkhouses.
Okay. So the entire party has at least been to every room.
Yeah, over
Yeah.
the week you can very easily visit every room. And I was going to go on over that week. Was there anything in particular you guys wanted to do?
Amelia wanted to try to get into the things,
The things?
the armory.
Again, as you did that with Icarus,
Yeah.
you would eventually have discovered it was all smashed in.
God, where's the list of force power?
Vega would probably tell everyone at some point that, hey, I have to go back to Dathomir at some point for training.
Well, that sucks.
That's
Um,
probably
mhm.
that is how I failed my thing, I guess. I'm going back.
Should we head there sooner than later?
Oh,
Were
Oh,
you given an estimate time?
What was that?
No.
hey. Oh,
Did you want to go sooner than later? Were you given an estimate time of arrival?
I was not told to come within a month or anything, if that's what you're asking. It's more, I guess, when I get there, I will be trained by the Night Sisters.
Understood. If everyone is in agreement, we should handle this business immediately.
Mm,
yes. Sure.
I'm not too quite sure about that yet. I feel like we should weigh all our options first.
I mean, what are our other options? Like at all?
I mean, y'all
I
can
just-
stay here. Me and your friend take the ship, drop me off on Dathomir, and she comes back. And then when y'all are done
I
here,
want to go with you, Vega.
that I don't think that's a great idea.
I don't think it's a great idea going there alone.
But they'd be more likely to welcome him than they are to welcome us. To my knowledge,
Y'all-
of the,
Yeah, but what are we gonna do if that's not the case?
Do y'all know how Dathomirians are?
Nah, do I? No, I wouldn't. I would have no fucking clue, Jake.
my knowledge, I believe, should pertain to some of.
I'm
that.
gonna be entirely honest. I never heard of Dathomir before you said it.
Hurry.
So-
Hard outer room check.
Oh,
I'm good at the outer rim. Very nice.
Ooh.
Oh no, I'm not. I mean, I'm average. Never mind. How many dice?
3 and 3. Got them
Okay,
set up
3
for
and
you right here.
Jake, same for me, or would I not know?
You would not have any programming on this.
Alright, gotcha.
Fell.
So let me see. Yeah. Fail with disadvantage. What are you talking about? You hear that Dathomir is a great place to go.
Mm,
Do you say that, Curry?
no.
Okay.
Why not, Curry? All your sources say it's pretty nice there. If you wanna disappear, it's certainly a place to go. No one ever thinks to look in Dathomir.
Why?
No, you never got that part, but I mean, with how it was always phrased, it seemed pretty good.
Oh yeah, do I get my lightsaber at the
I
end of the
refuse to
training
talk
week?
about this anymore.
Anyway, continue.
Well, basically, we are a tribal society separated by men and women. Women are technically in charge over men in our society. And we are we treat outsiders as we have to kill them if they arrive, effectively, dependent on situations. If there is, forewarning and some sort of trade deal going on, then they are welcomed, but otherwise, hunting parties are sent out to any ships that arrive on the planet unannounced, or otherwise. So, me being expected, I will be fine, but I don't know if I can guarantee that for everyone else.
I mean, if they want to trade, I got drugs, but other than that, don't really got anything worth offering. And jokes aside, I don't particularly think it would be safe since they only asked for you rather than any of the rest of us.
What's the range of my spy droid?
I mean, it can operate autonomously. Like you could pick up images probably from like orbit,
Okay.
not planets away.
I'm gonna leave Charlotte with you. If we do that,
Called it Charlotte.
of course I go. You shush. And if anything happens, I'm coming.
I also have no idea how things are on Dathomir since the invasion of Dathomir, the day that I left. So I have no idea how much has changed and how more dangerous that my people are after they've lost that. I never thought to really look into it as I traveled the universe and got dropped off on a planet. So I have no idea how things are back home. He says that very strange, calling it home. As he will look over to Cassie, as he'll ask, Cassie, have they?
Oh no, you go on. I have an idea for something later.
Cassie, you were at the academy. Did they ever teach you about that?
Huh? Dathomir?
Yeah, the whole invasion and everything.
I didn't even know people lived on a Dathomir. I didn't even know there was a Dathomir.
All right. That's kind of disappointed me out of character, but that's whatever.
Nice to see that the Empire doesn't care.
Dathomir, to your knowledge, is, for lack of better word, a backwater to most people.
Mm-hmm.
But to people who live there and have spent their whole lives there, they know the real danger and potential of the place.
Well, not only are the people dangerous there, as he'll continue on with the explanation, the planet itself is pretty dangerous, with dangerous alien life to y'all, I guess.
I lived in the spice mines for most of my life. I doubt anything is going to get much more dangerous than that.
I mean, isn't that more like harsh working conditions rather than a harsh planet environment?
No, it's fucking horrible there. Well, I mean, there aren't any like animals wanting to kill you, but holy shit, it's terrible.
Yes, that's what I said. Harsh working conditions, not
No, it.
harsh.
Okay, Jake, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's also because of the terrible environment that it's in, right?
You're on an asteroid.
Yeah, we are on an asteroid. We were literally on an asteroid, Curry.
And being, labor without pay, they don't exactly take care of you there. So if anybody catches even like a mild cold, you're fucked. Unless your immune system's really nice.
It's a miracle. Like it's a miracle any as long as we did there.
Good old America.
It's absolutely hazardous, but it would. If you take the time to explain this, Vega, it's definitely a different kind of hazardous from your home.
Yeah,
Amelia would.
that's understandable. That's pretty awful. But yeah, that's basically the rundown of Dathomir. Dangerous wildlife, dangerous swamps, and all that. And the people aren't exactly the most welcoming.
I'm sure it'll be a walk in the park compared to what we faced.
I don't know about that. I apparently have a destiny there, so at least I don't think I'll die being trained.
So, as Colin will finally pipe up, you're gonna give up on all this?
I'm not totally giving it up. I just... If anybody can help us with our goals and information and all of that, it feels to me like a better choice to work alongside it than fighting against my nature, but I don't want to just give up everything, you know?
I do agree that it can be beneficial. This is why we will be sending you with more communication devices before we let you go fully.
But
I mean, at the end of the day, you can't really deny your heritage or that part of you. So I mean, you gotta make peace with that in the end. So you go do it where you need to.
well, I'm sure in the eyes of the Jedi, I failed, but I don't. It's hard to explain, but I'm not wholly giving it up. I'm just taking a small detour on the path.
I mean, it's not really failing in the eyes of the Jedi or in anything really. If it's just another stop on the way there, as you say.
Yeah.
I mean, no point in worrying too much about it at the moment. That being said,
I mean, maybe this is just me, but from what I've seen of the training as he like motions around him, half measures don't pan out too well around here.
thinking back to my test, yeah. But to be fair, the Force is kind of an asshole sometimes. But, you know.
I don't pretend to understand it. Yeah, so you want to return home after your week of training?
Yeah, I do want to do that. I just don't want to catch everyone else up in, the dangers of Dathomir.
As Curry, is there anything particular you'd like to do over your week?
Various things.
What various things would you like to do?
So one, I'm gonna ask Colin more about like the Force and like what differentiates the different types of Jedi. Because you remember he mentioned before about those who use feeling versus those who don't, and that apparently using feelings was bad for whatever reason, and I want to understand that difference. Well,
So-
Carrie does, rather.
Yeah.
I know the difference.
So he'll be able to answer those questions. Is there anything else you want to do?
I just kind of wanted to also kind of see if I can make the correlation that this seems like a light side planet, or rather like light side influence, and like perhaps my training, since like Curry is more dark side oriented, probably would make it such that if he were to take the test again, it would be more likely to kill him versus someone who's more light side inclined. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a conversation that he's ready to have or whatever, or anyone is.
And is there anything else?
I kind of wanted to pause it to the crew over. Like, there's a lot of resources here, and there's a lot of beds, and at the same time, there's kind of a lot of homeless on this planet. So I was thinking, what if this could be like a new hub for them?
Title drop.
It could work. However, the dangers of having too many people come in and out would draw attention to this place.
That is correct. But it would also mean like it would give us an opportunity to kind of fight back against the Imperials on this planet. Potentially. I mean, if we want to like help these people, not saying I want to, but I'm just saying like, you know, if we want to fuck them over, or at least make some sort of impact around here, because this seems like a major like, I don't know, this planet seems important in the grand scheme, even though it doesn't seem so right now. I don't know. I'm making a lot of assumptions, but I'm just saying, like, there's potential here. I just don't know how I feel about it yet, so I'm kind of throwing it out there and seeing how you guys feel about it.
Helping them is an admirable choice. However, we can do that easily by providing them food as well.
I mean, it's not just food, though, like shelter.
Shelter is a requirement. However, again, I pose the issue of drawing more ire from the Empire when this place is already trespassing.
I mean, fuck them, though.
It would put them in danger,
But we could take care of the Empire, probably, maybe.
but we wouldn't be here forever.
Yeah, not forever. I just mean like for right now. I mean, if you drive them off, they'll probably not come back. Besides, don't you want to figure out what they're trying to do to this planet? They're probably up to something. I feel like this more than anything could probably like be an instigating factor.
I will keep myself as neutral here. I will see what everyone else thinks.
Kind of looking around. So, what do the rest of y'all think? Vega, Amelia.
Honestly, I don't really have any real opinion on that.
Vega.
I really don't know. I got called away during the start of that.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. I was positing like, what if we use this area, since there's a lot of food and shelter for a lot of the desperate people around here, and at the same time let that be an instigating factor to try and drive off Imperial / figure out what they're trying to do with the planet. Since they're up to something, we just don't know what. And that could be also a deciding factor in, like, perhaps they're probably on this planet because of some Force stuff. We just don't know what. So, you know, like, solving multiple birds with a singular stone.
I mean,
So
I
I
don't
was
know
asking-
how.
Yeah.
I don't know how giving them food is going to do that.
I mean, shelter also. Like, getting them into this place where, yes, it might draw the ire of the Empire, but at the same time, it'd be helping them / trying to instigate / draw them in such a way that we could figure out what they're trying to do. Since, as of right now, they've been kind of keeping to themselves, outside of just buying up the land and throwing people out. But at least if we bring them over here, or at least draw them over while also helping those people, it'll prove to be advantageous and, you know, doing what we can to get them to tell us what they're doing. You know what I mean?
I understand what you mean, but I don't know if we want to draw that kind of attention to ourselves. Right now, we're kind of hidden. If anyone was after us, they wouldn't really know where to look.
But at the same time, this kind of plays a part in like the long term, because they'll continue pursuing us for whatever influence that we have with the Force, and for the many things that we've already done on the previous planet that we've been on. So I feel like if we kind of just embrace what we've kind of been going through and keep on going with that, it'll make a difference, I guess. More so to fuck them more than it is to really necessarily do good, but it would be doing good by proxy.
If I can give my 2 cents.
Yeah.
It would certainly help them out, and we've got the space here, but if they notice, we're probably going to be in a lot of trouble. So if we did do it, we'd need to be sneaky.
I mean, yeah. I just mean, like, if you guys are up to it, like, and willing, given all the danger that such an idea would include, I would like to potentially do it.
Is that what you want to do when I'm going off to train, then?
I mean,
Or...
yeah. I mean, you know. Or, like, we could sort of, like, at least gather people while you're still here. I mean, we're not going to be training all hours of the fucking day. You know? Like, at least, like, getting people over to the shelter for now, and so on. And then, as you go and leave, we could probably start mobilizing, like, efforts to, you know.
So, who is for this and who is against this?
I'm for it.
I'm
I don't know why not.
neutral to it. Though if everybody else does decide to go for it, I will probably choose that at that point.
You okay, Nedic?
What was
Hello?
that? Hi.
Yes, hi. You okay?
No, it fixed it though.
Hooray!
Sorry.
That's good.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
No worries.
No apologies. Are you so for this conversation of turning this into a refugee camp? Are you for this or against this?
Amelia thinks it's going to draw too much attention to him. We should
And
pass up.
Vega?
Vega sees sees how good of an idea it is to help the people, at least. So he will, if they could be sneaky about it, like Colin was saying, then he could be for that. Yeah.
So
And
right
I'm
now
for it.
we have 2 for, 1 against, and 1 abstaining.
Who abstained?
The robot.
Me.
Woo!
How do
This hurts on
Colin?
both sides, that's why.
How do our NPCs feel about it? How do Colin and Cassie and I guess if she wants to have a say in it, Tetra, if she cares.
Tetra does not give a rat's ass, okay?
Yeah, I was about to say.
End of statement.
Yeah.
Colin is tentatively for it. Cassie is like both of them kind of have the understanding of like, yeah, helping people is good. It's also really weird that Curry's the one suggesting this.
It is indeed.
But it also does have blow up potential. It's all about what you guys want to do.
I'll be right back. Fuck.
I like to live dangerously, you see.
It seems like we're
Well-
we're all for it then. Or not all, but majority for it.
So, after this week, because, again, this will be a few days into the week you guys discussed this, and Curry, you had things you wanted to discuss with Colin, and there's also the general training, you're going to start laying the groundwork for it, as by the end of the week, this place is livable.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
And, Curry, you wanted to have another delightful conversation with Colin about the Force?
Yeah.
As probably after like one of the training sessions, you catch him alone in the mess hall,
Also, I have a thing to do for after, by the way.
right? So Curry,
Oh, okay. So like all the questions that I wanted to ask him.
yeah, just you corner him in the mess hall. He's eating
Yeah.
some slop.
Got you. All right. So, Colin, I kind of had like a couple questions about the nature of the Force in general and sort of the planet here, if you don't mind me asking.
I mean, sure, I can. I've been doing some reading as he like motions to a little data pad he's got next to him.
Good. So, you were telling us before about how there are basically like 2 types of Jedi, like ones that control the Force through their minds, and those who control it through feeling.
First, they're not 2 Jedi.
Okay.
They're the Sith. They've been our enemies since we've been.
Uh-huh. The ones who use feeling. And why is that the case?
I guess I didn't explain it that well before. Consider it low-hanging fruit, I guess is one way to put it. It might be convenient, easy. It'll, after you get into it though, it's rotten inside.
So it's like crack?
I was about to say, is this an analogy for drugs?
Colin lets out an exasperated sigh. It's Not the worst comparison I've heard. But
Damn.
whatever good you think you're doing for yourself, for someone else, it'll twist it until you're not you anymore. At least that's what I've understood and what I've been reading.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, I mean that makes sense, I guess. I mean, yeah, no, it does. It's just I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be very honest. I lean towards more that end of the spectrum based on my many actions.
It stands out.
Yeah. So kind of giving me a bit of perspective. One and two. Does this planet have a sort of alignment as well? I mean, this was to train um many Jedi, just not the types who become Sith. So it makes me think that this is more of the light side, I guess.
Jedi
Like,
don't become Sith.
okay, this is more of a Jedi planet versus a more neutral standby planet in terms of like force alignment.
Yeah, I guess you can put it that way.
So for a person like me, who even though he's training, has a dark side alignment, when push comes to shove, it'll probably be more likely to kill me in tests to get my force crystal or whatever else versus anyone else who's more of a Jedi in that sense.
Or you could try turning away from that before it kills you.
I mean, so the thing that I'm kind of proposing is that I could try and stay like more neutral, but like leaning on the other end. Mainly because, you know, one, changing who you are is very hard.
It's
Takes
why they train
takes
you
a
young.
No, I understand, but like, let's be honest. No amount of I'm a grown adult. Many of the people who train are being trained as children and are very impressionable. Me being an adult and me living the life that I have up until this point makes it very hard for a person like me to change. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna do my damnedest to not die as a result of this and sort of be better. We'll say. But at the same time, like you gotta cut me some slack, all right? I ain't gonna be the best person, but I'm gonna be a better person. Is what I'm trying to say.
Curry, what I'm saying is, as long as you lean on that, you'll never end up being this better person. And if it was a different time and a different place, you'd never be seeing the inside of this temple.
I mean, yeah, fair, but it's kind of black and white, you know. I mean, like, whoa, aren't there like plenty who lean on the neutral?
Never
Or
heard
is there
of
more
any
like a
that
neutral?
do.
Really?
There's the Jedi and the Sith. And, well, apparently Night Sisters, whatever they are.
So like no neutral?
I wouldn't really know the answer to that. From how they sound, I'd be surprised if they weren't leaning on the dark.
Yeah, but like there's probably like light side neutral, like you know, like leaning on the light side, but like still like around the middle.
Curry, I really can't answer this question any other way. If this exists, I don't know it. And for those who lean on the dark,
Mhm.
it swallows them up. There's a reason for those who are found wanting, like myself, where our talents are let fade. They lead them to fade. Or you get to grow plants for a living.
Uh-huh. That's that's really fucking unfair. That's bullshit. Like, just because you want, like, you can't be like, you can't do both. You can't, like, I get it. Like, it's like doing drugs. Like, you get a piece of it, and then you keep going, and then before you know, you're fucking dead.
If
But,
you
like,
want to really know, Curry, look through the archives. Have Icarus give you access if you can't do it yourself.
that is a good point. I should probably do that. Very good point.
Anything
I
you
will do
want to
that.
know about that is here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. All right. I mean, thank you for the assistance.
Yeah. I just hope you make the right decision.
Certainly try. I
As
mean,
you're gonna go
yeah.
to do some research?
Yeah, but also one last thing, because I just thought of it.
Yeah.
I wanna try and apologize to Cassie.
Alright. As probably after one of the training sessions where she's been wailing on the dummies for a bit. So she can't just run away from you.
Perfect.
Why'd you put it like that?
Oh my god.
God. That's so
Oh,
sus.
by the way, wait, just a quick thing. Heroic actions, right?
Yeah.
Could I like find a way into the armory using a heroic action?
If there was an armory to find a way into at this point, yes.
Oh, it's all collapsed.
Yes. It's
The-
not that it's just blocked off, it's gone.
Yeah. Like
Oof.
everything's also like crushed.
Even if you clear out the rubble, there's no room left. That was what I explained earlier.
Sorry, I misunderstood. I'm a little bit tired.
No, you're perfectly fine.
No worries.
Was that all? Or did you have other things you wanted to do over the week?
She'd probably show off her lightsaber whenever she got it to Colin, because she'd be excited.
Good flex.
As I'm guessing once you were done your training of the week, Icarus would give that off.
Yeah. Because the first didn't want her to A, accidentally cut her own hands off, or B, accidentally injure anyone.
But
Amelia is already missing an arm.
you'll be able to do that. As first, Curry, you corner the child in the training.
Yes.
Oh my god.
As she's just wailing on one of the dummies with one of the training lightsabers. You've been hit by them at least once or twice now. You understand. They hurt, they shock, they lightly singe and burn, but they can't melt. They can't cut through things or anything ridiculous like that.
Okay. This is good to know. I hope, but at the very least, I'm gonna stay like a foot or two behind. You know, not like within swinging range unless she like comes at me.
As she is just finished up. She's worked up a sweat. What do you want?
Do you have a minute? What's the word? It's kind of hard for me, but kind of want to apologize.
Yeah, if you can apologize, you can spar.
Um, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
So you take up one of the training sabers. I'm guessing you guys just kind of like have a set out area for them right now.
Yeah,
As
totally right. Totally right to get my ass kicked. Let's
as
go.
you hold it up, you turn it on. She starts wailing on it, rather eagerly. As would you like to continue?
Sure. As I was, like, damn it, you're pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Trying to say,
Talk faster.
I wanna apologize for being a dickhead. Fuck. I was being unfair to you. Where, what's the word? Fuck. It's kind of hard to concentrate on what I want to say when fucking dwelling on me or like this.
Yeah. Well, welcome to training. As she's gonna try to low blow you.
Damn. This child out here. Can I like take a defensive stance or something?
Oh yeah. We'll allow a defensive stance, which will give her one setback.
Good.
Fucking annihilate him.
As it
No.
breaks even, as you see her
Perfect.
go low, she almost hits basically the back of your thigh to try and like sweep you out from from your stance, but you manage to just barely nudge out of the way.
Damn, that's pretty fucking dirty. Trying to be sincere here. Fuck.
Be sincere faster.
All right. Sorry, give me 1 second. See, I was being rude to you for quite some time, at the hopes that some of my lessons would probably get through to you. But at the same time, I was being very hypocritical with my own actions and being quite judgmental at the same time when it's kind of being the same as what the others were doing.
You a hypocrite? No, as she tries to hit your lightsaber again.
Damn. Listen, I'm trying, alright? I'm taking a defensive stance again. Fucking shit ass.
As this time she gives you a really hard bat. She bats it basically almost out of your hands, but you're able to keep a grip on it. But in that, she just whips back and slams it into your arm.
Fuck! Ah, damn it.
Hello, my last sassy little child.
Yes, I was being a hypocrite, and I want to apologize. Trying to turn over a new leaf here. And while I did mean well, I wasn't being the best towards you, and I'd like to make bygones be bygones and start over. Please. Says through, like, grating teeth.
Oh? Yeah? That's what you think?
I would like to try. I'm trying here.
Alright. She turns off the blade.
Thank God. Alright, turn off mine.
She offers you a hand.
She's gonna flip me. You're gonna flip me, aren't you?
She looks up at you. Straight into your eyes.
She's gonna say anything?
She's holding out her hand.
The hand, Curry.
I'll take her hand.
Alright, give me a charm check.
What charm?
Exactly. There you are. Roll these
Wait,
dice.
hang on. No, okay, no, I got none. Alright. have like what? How many dice for this? I only got like one, two. Okay,
Yep,
yeah,
three
two.
difficulty. Unless you want to use any of your tokens over here.
Nah, it's fine. That is a success.
She
With
takes your
disadvantage.
hand. She squeezes it tightly.
Ye-
You think she's gonna flip you. She's gonna flip you. She's gonna flip you. She's gonna flip you. Your hand hurts from how tight she's squeezing it until she lets it go.
I look at my hand and I look at her. Oh shit, you didn't flip me.
I still don't like you.
I mean, fair. I mean, I don't like me, but you know that also is fair.
That's sad.
You heard the conversation yesterday. Shit's sad. Like, living's sad, honestly, at many points. But anyway,
I'll let you try though.
thank you. Can you also try?
She holds up the lightsaber.
I mean, like in the nicest way possible, not like in a mean way. I just mean like meeting me halfway kind of thing.
We'll see.
This is fair. Thank you.
Go march off.
Damn, bitch could probably kick my ass. Fuck.
Probably can. Get your ass
Yeah.
kicked by the preteen.
Wait, yeah.
Damn, even children can kick your ass. Oh wait.
Listen, I have brains. I got lying. I got agility. I'm good at running.
Upper body strength, not on there.
Not one of those. I can't.
I am the height
can't,
of charisma.
I can't be like I can't be that well rounded.
Cassie just like, dog, mom, dad, alcoholic uncle.
Woo!
Ha!
Who's she calling a fucking dog?
The dog.
The dog and the robot.
Yeah, but like the robot's an actual dog, but like not like an actual, but like figuratively.
You mean
I'm
he's
the
a
actual.
Hey, bud, I'm Kevin. Real black.
curry?
Oh fuck! I'm a terrible mother figure.
Really
Yeah,
is.
you're all terrible role models.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean, I at least have aspirations.
Listen, if Clementine was our child, she'd be fucking terrible.
I don't know.
I
I
have
think
actual-
Vega's fine.
No, you're not.
He's just a
And
bounty
I have
hunter.
a moral
You
compass.
you are amoral as fuck.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? You'd be paid if you got paid. You'd kill literally any other person in this room.
Wait, I have to ask. Does she say this in canon?
No.
Vega
No.
would never take money to kill anyone in this room. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Vega has standards.
Maybe before he knew you, but now he
Okay.
knows you.
You're
Before
right.
he knew and understood our situation, if we all hadn't been, part of the same thing, been traveling together, fighting together, sure. As complete strangers, he might have killed you guys if we had no other connecting
So
bits.
you would kill a good person if you got paid to, other than a person that you did, like if that you
I
knew.
don't know. I would know nothing about this guy. Her,
Yeah, but if you got paid to, you'd kill them.
her or them. It's like, as far as he's concerned, he
Money-
normally
yeah,
takes
that's
people in
amoral.
alive.
You're killing a person for money.
He's a bounty hunter, not. I mean, he's technically the assassin trait.
He is
thing.
technically really good at killing people.
He's technically really good at killing people, but he's only taken jobs to bring in people alive. He's only had to kill people, when he's had to fight the fucking Imperials.
Listen, there's no shooting to kill non-lethally, except in Star Wars where you can set your gun to stun.
And he gets paid more to bringing people in alive. That's always been his MO.
Just don't think about what happens to them after they get handed off to the very obvious crime lords.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He takes
I mean-
the jobs he feels that align with what he wants, and he or aren't like obviously mwahaha curly mustache twisting evil obs. He's just a bounty hunter, man. Damn.
You guys are treasures. I love you guys.
But anyway, during this fucking week, Vega's probably going to be looking more into the Jedi Master's research on the Night Sisters.
All right.
And probably a one-off. Are there there's security in this place?
Yeah.
Are there security cameras?
Yeah, there's a few cameras, mostly in the public areas, training room, the cafeteria, near the entrances and like the front grove, and in this lobby, basically the little indoor garden.
So, with the information that's been available to us from different data pads, different logs and stuff, could he maybe find the security camera logs for the day this place got hit? Because he's very curious. Like, as far as what we understand to have been through the place, it's not like the place got destroyed. It's not like the place got a hole ripped into one of the roofs, as far as we can tell. They just got invaded somehow.
Yeah, you can find the recordings of that day. Yeah, absolutely.
Why would you do this?
Because he wants to know what the fuck happened, and if he can find the logs, then yes.
As you go look, you guys know the date thanks to Curry finding a particular data pad. As you see this day, you start from the beginning of the day, because you don't know exactly when it happened, and you start going through it step by step. As everybody seems to be minding their own business. As after a while, a few shuttles land around the place. And you see the Master stepping out as there is a large detachment of clone troopers, and what looks like they look like a Jedi leading them. As the cameras don't really have audio, but you do pick up a bit of pleasantries, a bit of conversation, until the ones that you see who were spending their whole day here stop for a moment. They start clutching at their heads a little bit like they got a headache or really dizzy all of a sudden. You're not really quite sure, as you see these clone troopers draw their blasters, and the other Jedi that came to visit ignite their saber, and as the 4 of them go to defend themselves, they're put under a hail of fire. As you watch this fight unfold, inside there's a little bit of chaos. After a bit of the scuffle, one manages to fall back inside. You see them rush around, activate some of the droids, call the children, as there's a pretty huge battle out front. The doors end up getting sealed as you watch the 3 out there eventually fall. As inside, you notice him rather effortlessly compared to the amazing amount of strain it took you and Colin just to get that rock to move, lifts it up and starts waving for everyone to go down. As you notice the large number of children funneling down into that little tunnel. Until, looking at other cameras, you see the doors start melting open. And before everybody can get down there, he closes it back up. As you are watching the footage from numerous perspectives. Troopers end up coming in through the open sky of this area, and some eventually end up dropping down through here too, as the last one doesn't actually put up much of a fight compared to the children you notice hiding and teenagers, various still young ages, throughout the facility, trying to find something resembling shelter. And he doesn't fight back as you see the robed figure ignite their saber and decapitate him.
What kind of blade was he? What color is the blade that he was holding?
Oh, it's a green one.
Okay.
But,
God damn.
yeah, it's very grisly and one-sided.
That is brutal.
It's fucked.
So Vega probably doesn't tell anyone else about this video. He probably has watched it on his own.
Wow. Keeping all this from us. I see how it is.
I mean, it's like, do I want to tell everyone about the big massacre video?
Yes,
Yeah,
tell
that
the
is
person who
essentially
can't
a
lie.
fucking snuff film.
That is the question,
Just-
though.
just-
Yeah.
Who would you want to tell or show, honestly?
You should tell the person that can't lie.
I'll think about who I want to show. I'll think about it for a little while.
Honestly, as you go to think about it, your mind just can't help but wander to home again. Just the memories of the day you left coming back. And how, man, it's not even a footnote in history.
Mm-hmm.
You think about it a little bit.
And neither is this.
Yeah, it's a real tragedy. A real horrible tragedy that no one will ever know about. But you.
That's kind of fucked. Thoughts of bear alone.
So anyway, he probably would have gotten some of the alcohol from the ship, brought it in to here, just drinking it for one of the nights, Oh,
Uh.
wow. Oh, fuck. He's just like, what do I say? Do I tell anyone that it's there?
As, I believe there was one last rather important thing. You and Curry were doing some research.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
As, this will be over a little bit. Curry, what exactly are you looking into?
Looking into people who can be neutral in the Force. The alignment stuff and how that affects people. And also, what the fuck happened to me? My curse. What is this upon me? My punishment. Do people survive after the test? If they survive, do they get shit on like this? Wahopo.
So, you're going to have to make a decision between
Yes.
looking into what's happened to you or factions and orders that are not necessarily light or dark.
I got 2 levels in researcher to speed up my thing. Does that help anything?
Oh
Or is
yes,
it
but
like-
you've also been quite busy over the week, as you mentioned. You were prepping this place for habitation.
This is quite fair. This is quite fair.
So while you'll be able to do one research, you'll have to choose.
Okay, that's fair.
As you're going to be searching thousands of years of Jedi archives for either one.
10,000 years will give you such a yeah. Okay. I choose me being the selfish man that I am. The thing that happened to me.
All right.
Need to
You'll-
know, man.
So you'll be making a normal difficulty check, and you are going to Vega. You're going to be looking into researching your sisters.
Yeah, he wants to try to understand more of what the that Jedi Master was looking into, and whatever else the archives would have on the Night Sisters is how he is going to go at it.
All right. Perfect.
So one thing, Jake.
Yeah.
Can I use my valuable facts to see if I could get a triumph on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I'm gonna roll for that first, and if I get the triumph, I'll add that onto my.
Well, actually, wait. That's valuable facts is knowing information pertinent to the situation.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
you're
gonna.
right.
I was gonna say. In that context, it would not make sense.
Yeah, that's fair. Very fair. All right, doing it.
All right, both of you roll.
All right, I'm taking. I guess I'm doing. Not perception. I guess I'm just doing a
Yes!
knowledge roll.
Yep, this is knowledge lore.
Success and one advantage.
Heckin'. I have not rolled yet, by the way. I'm just looking at something for things.
Yeah, don't you worry. Don't worry, I'm just contemplating how to destroy you.
Which one? Me or him?
Both of you.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got. I don't believe I can use a heroic action for this, so I blindfolded
What's heroic
myself.
about studying?
Exactly.
Fucking nerd.
That's 2 success.
A success.
I mean, 1 success.
So you're going to be spending a good chunk of your free time looking into the Night Sisters and what this guy was investigating or researching way back. And Curry, you're trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with you.
You know, a lot of things, but the one specifically here.
As a lot of public records, Curry, mention that living after death just isn't a thing. Death, after that happens, you become one with the Force. There is no... Well, being one with the Force is the afterlife. But there's
So-
no coming back from that. But, as you think about it and look into it, what the hell's happening to you then?
Wait, so no one survives if they fail. And if they fail and they die, I mean, if they die in the test, they die for real. But I didn't die. So, unless I died a metaphorical death?
So,
Is that why I'm feeling the way I am?
no, that's on the nature of having a ghost, as you've been calling it. But as for the nature of the test itself, there are plenty of people who've come back alive from it. Shaken, any records you look up of people taking this, plenty have failed and been relegated to other duties. Plenty have failed and just never come back.
Uh-huh.
But there is absolutely no mention of anything like you've experienced.
Uh-huh.
But as you're looking around one day, you notice Vega doing some research. As Vega, you've been
Yeah.
looking into this. The Night Sisters, what this Jedi Master was researching here. As you read and come to understand, apparently there was a Night Sister on this planet for a while. They don't really know what happened to her, other than this planet, as Curry mentioned earlier, is rather light aligned, rather scenic, rather peaceful. Place to become one with the Force. There are, after her passing, dark blemishes hidden under in certain areas. And this person seemed to be looking into something called Force Ghosts. As the Jedi firmly have a stance on this, that ghosts are not a thing. There is no coming back. You become one with the Force. But in especially older tales, there are stories of specters, of possession, of strange things lingering. And he's been positing the question, which sadly was put on hold because of the war. What exactly are they then? If they're not lingering the souls or being, are they echoes? Are they a fragment? Are they purely an illusion created by the corruption of an area? And Vega, with your research into the Night Sisters and the strange things they have been alleged to do with the Living Force, as it mentions, basically he was planning a trip to visit them, never got the chance, but you do see the explicit mention of the, myth of the Army of the Dead. And that, Dathomir allegedly drives people mad, yet they are sane. Or maybe they're just a different kind of mad. And yeah, Curry, as you notice some of Vega's research and notes that he's been looking over, there is something, just the Jedi do not acknowledge it exists.
Fuck them, what did I know anyway? I don't know shit. But this could be my answer.
Good.
To both things, actually. Maintaining my sanity in the dark side if I chose to do so, and figuring out what happened to me. So potentially, echoes of what had happened in the thing, due to the corruption of the Night Sister that visited, have remained, and as such have kept me alive due to my dark side influence, and at the same time made it so that I only suffered a punishment, that being an echo of what had happened, versus a full-on me dying.
As you explain this very excitedly to Vega.
That is potentially what happened. I can't say for sure.
But that means either if I could exploit this corruption such that I could pass the test, or perhaps there could... No, here, let me finish.
Vega raises his eyebrow.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
Or I could pursue another way and try and find sanity in the insanity of what's happening. Rather
Vega-
than go. Let me finish. I could do what you're doing with the Night Sisters thing. If there's the potential for that in me, as recognized by the planet, then perhaps this could work.
Are you done?
Yes.
Vega raises an eyebrow at all of the things that you have just said, and is just very confused by your ramblings.
It's all
Well,
connected.
I mean, I guess you could interpret it that way, but I don't. Like I said before, I don't believe the Night Sisters would be willing to train you at all.
Well, you could ask. You know, go on your little vision thing that you go on with them. Just be like, yo, maybe this guy has got some potential in what we do. You know, just maybe you could come along. Maybe.
So, DM Sama.
Yeah?
I already feel like it's very out there that they have already offered to train me. Am I correct in that
Yeah,
assumption?
absolutely. That's pretty fucking crazy. They take men to do things every now and then, but well, you never saw those guys again.
Sakuri, it's very odd and strange already that they are willing to train me in whatever way that they are going to.
Yes.
I will be perfectly honest with you. I don't believe there's a snowball's chance in what's a good desert planet to say here?
Snowball's chance in Tatooine?
Yeah, snowball's chance in Tatooine that they would be willing to train you as well.
But the chance isn't 0.
I am literally saying the chance is 0.
It's like 0.000001, but
yes, if you want to be fancy about it, but that is
But,
still
no, but like, there's a chance though. Just hear me out. Come on, please. This could save me.
I don't know if it can. My plans with all this is to get training from them, and then, more training from what Icarus can give me, or what Colin can. It isn't that I'm trying to just dip my toes into dark and light, as I guess you are. I'm just trying to learn how to use the Force, and use it in the best way that I can.
I'm trying to do the same. I'm not like trying to play both sides in a way. I'm just trying to.
Kurt, you've always been trying to play both sides. What do you mean?
Trust me, I'm like. Again, I got the thing placed on me where it's super hard for me to lie. You wouldn't know if I'm struggling to lie right now.
Is he struggling to lie, DM Sama?
Are you being honest?
I'm being honest.
Right.
Like right now, like with this light and dark, that's me trying to figure out a way to maintain my sense of self while at the same time trying to pursue this. I'm trying to be better, like definitely, but at the same time, I can't just uproot all of me to be a better person. I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still me at my core, but at the same time, I'm gonna take steps to be better. And that's part of what the Jedi shit's all about. But at the same time, the pursuit of knowledge that the Night Sisters might have, in addition to what they might offer in terms of training, might help maintain the part of me that's me, while also trying to later on also do what you do and be better than what I am. Does that make sense?
I don't really know. I guess there is ultimately no harm in trying, but I don't know if
there's no harm in asking. Just you ask them to get like a feel for me.
there could be harm in asking, Curry. That's the point.
Listen,
While I have some kind of destiny, as she told me, like I said, I can't be sure that I can keep everyone else safe. They could see it as a huge insult of me asking them to train you as well, an outsider.
tell you what, I swear, if there's any potential harm from this, I will take responsibility for it. Me alone.
Do you mean that?
Yes.
That's also the point, Curry. You would be the one taking it, whether we liked it or not.
That's fine.
They could just up and kill you for it.
I mean, they could try.
They've killed for less.
Also fair. Listen, if they send something to me, they will do it. That's fine. Or, you could ask them to get, like, a feel for me, like, from a distance, kind of like what they do for you, like, they've been contacting you for. Versus, like, trying to hop onto the plane and be like, yo, what's up?
I guess it's something we can try, and if it doesn't work, then I'm sorry.
That's fine. Just, we're trying. Just give it a try. Be like, yo, maybe he has a potential. I don't know. Put in good work for me.
I can only try. I cannot confirm anything.
Listen, that's all anyone can. That's all anyone can ever ask of you. That's all right.
Right. I'll be right back.
What a
Man, this is
treat.
kind of crack. What kind of crack idea did you put in my head, man?
I didn't put any ideas in your head. You did all this by yourself.
Yo, listen.
All
Mental
I did
gymnastics-
was explain the fruits of your labor.
Listen. Mental
How is this
gymnastics
happening? It's just anyone else.
is an Olympic sport, all right? I'm king.
Curry is
See these
certainly
gold medals?
leaping through hoops trying to find a solution to his problem.
You bet your sweet bippy I am.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Listen, this
Sorry.
man has gone through a bunch of shit lately, all right? He died and he didn't. He can't lie anymore. He can't properly, rather. Trying to be a better person, but also
Well, all
not.
of these existential crises are
It's an
going
existential
on.
Yeah, no, it's an
Amelia-
existential crisis in the making.
Amelia is just like turning on and off her lightsaber, looking at it with glee.
Light goes on,
Fucking-
light goes off. Light goes on, light goes off.
Light goes on.
Everyone lives,
Pretty.
everyone dies.
Pretty colors.
Spade,
But yeah,
you were gonna say something? Emerald?
he
Ah,
yeah.
yes. I thought we were going to heck for a second there. But even with all of that, the easier of the options that are available to you could just to accept it and to work hard and learn directly the Jedi stuff instead of trying to go through all these hoops.
Listen,
Because
Dude.
ultimately, all of these hoops just sound far more difficult than actually trying to apply yourself.
that is objectively not true.
I don't know if it is.
No,
To be
because it has to
perfectly
deal with a sense of self. The thing is that you can't just rip out whole parts of your psyche and change it overnight, or even
No
over
one's-
many years. It literally, this kind of thing takes your entire life.
Exactly.
At the same time, then what? Like, it takes me all this time to pursue just this little bit of growth. I'd rather I be able to channel that in such a way that's productive for others as well as myself, but at the same time, trying to maintain a side of me without losing my own sense of self. It's trying to take risks to do better.
Exactly.
No, this is a risk. The other thing is not a risk. I'm
Exactly.
taking the risk with you, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm willing to
But-
do that. If you're willing
I know
to
that you're
also
willing
help
to
me.
do that. But I am being honest and trying to be honest and helpful here. We've already seen that you're capable of being better what with, suggesting the whole turning this into a refugee camp thing, none of us are going to step up and say something like that. Just because you aren't the best person in the world doesn't mean that you are completely ripping out your entire sense of self by trying to better yourself. You're allowed to make mistakes along the way, and
No. Again, you're saying that because you don't know me like I know me. Because this isn't me suggesting that isn't. It's not like it wasn't me. I suggested it because shit's been happening and I've been going through a lot. All right, this is another thing in that, but my heart isn't entirely in it. I want to do it, but at the same time, like, I don't want to do it.
Then why
You get
speak
what I'm
up about
saying?
it in the first place?
It makes sense in a logical way, and if it makes sense, then it can be done. Then it probably should be on some level. But at the same time, should and want. I was trying to suggest something that should be done, not in my mind at least, versus what against what I want to as a way to try with myself. But it's not the same as actually feeling it in your heart or in your mind.
Damn, Curry, you could be a fucking philosopher if you applied yourself to it instead of stealing and lying and all that.
Listen, I'm already a philosopher. You guys just don't ask for my opinion on things.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
I wonder
I'm a
why,
fountain of knowledge,
considering
you
everything
see.
that happened.
Y'all don't ask, all right?
I'm pretty
Life
sure.
goes on.
we
Life goes on.
tried
It is
to-
true. You have a pretty good in, just as good as Vegas.
Yeah.
I think I'm the highest tier with Foresight, so
Yeah, you are.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
the
you are.
I mean,
philosophical one
Curry's
here.
not dumb by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's
He is
Average.
a unique fountain.
The lack of common sense also is very apparent.
I think it's more morality at that point.
Uh, Listen,
Yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. I'm sorry, I guess.
no, I appreciate you're trying to help. Just do me the solid, all right?
I'll see what I can do about it.
All right.
As I have to
Thank you.
BRB one more time. Because
No
I'm always
problem.
needed.
Yeah,
And Curry, you having some revelations.
man, dude, this session's been a trip.
Curry, like, do I want to be a good person or do I want to find a way to jerry-rig the system?
Listen, I can try and do both, all right? You could try and jerry-rig it and be a better person, just not entirely a good person. Can't be a good person overnight, man. I ain't
Listen,
about to put this into like session 200 to be a good person.
do your best.
I'm doing my best. I can't artificial change, you know? Gotta be me.
Artificial
That doesn't-
change.
Listen,
I'm back.
the force is already trying to make me change, alright?
So,
You gotta balance.
as delightful as this is, Vega, do you want to entreat with the Night Sisters on his behalf?
Vega really isn't sure because he's like, on the one hand, it's like Curry is being very pressing about it and thinking that this is the right course for him, but it's like, they're the fucking Night Sisters. I don't know if I want to do that to him at the same time.
It's your decision.
Vega will make the attempt, but again, he didn't make any. He'll try. He will try to have them also train Curry if they are open to it.
So, how do you plan to ask?
I really don't know how I plan to ask.
Well, you see,
I do have a heroic action.
which can be used for narrative declarations.
All right, I will use my heroic action for one in order to be able to convince them to help train Curry, who is a fellow dark side user.
As you go to rest your head for the night, you slip off into sleep as you wake, though you are almost sure you're not awake by this point, as all you see around you is green mist. As you see a place. It's not on Dathomir, it's too lush, it's too green, until the land starts being torn apart and dug open by various construction machines, and you see a dig site.
Is it on this planet? Can I make that assumption?
It would be a fair assumption. It would be a correct assumption. As you see Imperial officials taking notes, examining glyphs that are vaguely familiar to you. Certainly reminiscent of home. And you feel a gentle but demanding urging to visit, as you can hear a voice calling for you. Hurry, brother. I have something for you. And we'll stop here.
No! Nut still
dang it.
needs stuff. Shit!
No.
I had a plan.
Oh, that was a tease.
No, go a little longer for Netic, please. It can't end with me. I've done too much.
That's okay. My thing will be quick. We can do that in the early next stream.
What do you
Oh,
want to
yes.
do, Netic, by the way?
I wanted
just
to use a heroic action to see if I could find something.
what were you wanting to find?
You know how I was messaging you about a thing that I saw on the wiki?
Oh, yeah, we can start off next time with that.
Yeah, I was thinking we could do that.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. How are all of you? How's it feel to be
Good.
back?
It was
Oh,
great.
nice.
Light goes on, light goes off.
I did a fucking lot this session. I fucking went in.
Yeah.
Light goes on, light goes off.
I think today was like productive. We got a lightsaber, we got training done. We found out Curry's a philosopher when he's not trying to be, the bane of people's existence.
Listen,
Our droid's voice
Essential Dread will
modulator
do that to
fucking
you.
dove down 5 octaves.
Uh,
I'm so
Still
confused.
don't
What
know
the fuck happened to CG?
I mean, is it still happening now?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
I
happening all day.
don't know what's happening.
Your voice is so deep. It's
Do you
so
have-
I
weird.
think
Hmm.
maybe it's just because of my voice is like there's something in there. That's why. I
So
don't know.
it's really good to be back, and hopefully we'll get back on schedule and have game next week too, and we'll continue on a nice steady pace onward.
Yeah.
And I thank you all for tuning in, and I thank all of you for being here so I can run the fucking game. I love you.
We love you too.
Yeah. It's
I'm
nice to be here.
scared.
But I'm gonna shoot you off to a random person on my sub list that I watch. As it seems like they're playing Mario Party right now.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Just hit him up with the sneak attacks. The sneakies, the ambushes. Hit him up with those. Give him a little love.
Yee.
As hopefully Avatar's tomorrow and you guys are able to check that out. This Sunday is going to be session 2 of Final Fantasy at long last. We are here. And it's really good to be back. Thank you guys for watching, and you all have a good night.
Yee, thanks for joining us.
Take care.
Is it really that